Welcome back to another episode of Consciously Clueless. I'm your host, Carly, and here we break down complex issues around health, the climate crisis, and social justice through a vegan lens. We'll talk about the magic link between your well-being and the planet's health, because luckily, choosing a healthier, mindful lifestyle for yourself often creates healthier vibes for our planet too. Staying consciously clueless means getting to show up knowing nothing, but staying open to all that you can learn. From feasting on plant-based meals and reducing waste to learning to meditate, every step you take contributes to your wellness and makes systematic change for the world. You can make a difference. This podcast will show you how. Welcome to this month's solo episode. I'm so excited to be talking about VegFest 2024. I was there again this year in Minnesota in the Twin Cities at VegFest. There are vegan festivals all over the world now, so if you are vegan or plant-based or someone who wants to explore that, it's a really cool way to connect with other people who just kind of get it, which you will hear in this month's episode because I am doing another VegFest recap. I did interviews at VegFest. If you were someone who stopped by my table and chatted with me for the podcast or not, thank you so much for stopping by. It is honestly so fun, not only to connect with other vegans in real life and not just online, although those online connections are amazing too, but it just hits different, right? And double, it is a really cool feeling to connect with people over the podcast too, because I started this in 2020. It is online interviews. So just talking to people in real life is a special kind of delight. So I asked everybody that came to chat with me to tell me their name, why they're at VegFest today, and then would often follow up with why are they vegan, how long had they been vegan, and kind of that part of their story. So there will be little interviews with people who stopped by, sharing details into their life. I even had this script flipped on me at one point and got interviewed a little bit myself. I talked to some people that I was lucky enough to share a table with, Genevieve and Jesse. Shout out, they are doing really cool work in Minnesota to get plant-based lunches offered at public schools. Just so many people. I was really fired up to hear from youth this year. It felt like there were even more young people not only there, but that wanted to chat, that wanted to hear more about the podcast, that wanted to tell me why they were vegan. And there are moments like that that truly give glimmers of hope, which I will take any glimmer of hope I can get right now in this world. And being at VegFest, being in community, connecting with listeners, all of that was a big glimmer of hope. So thank you for chatting with me. Enjoy these interviews. Remember that if you are vegan, if you are exploring this lifestyle, find other people. It does not have to be in real life. Online relationships and people to connect with is a really beautiful thing too. But you will hear from people in these interviews about how important it is to just find others that kind of get it. So if you are someone who is exploring this lifestyle and doesn't have a community, I really implore you to find that because it's going to make a difference. And a special shout out to all the volunteers and Compassionate Action for Animals in Minnesota that puts on VegFest. So many amazing people work really hard to make this event a reality, and I am so grateful. It's so great to be able to be in that shared space, to see people now that I've seen a couple years in a row, friends I've made. It's really beautiful. And if something like this isn't near you, maybe you need to start one. This day was full of delicious vegan food, connecting with others, music, speakers. It was just really, really beautiful. I hope you enjoy this interview with some awesome folks sharing about what made them vegan, why they're at VegFest, and I hope to see you at VegFest in 2025. Can you tell me your name and why you're here at VegFest today?
My name is Mia Schreiber, and I'm here at VegFest today because it's like the state fair for vegan food. I can just walk around and know there are no limits. I can eat everything.
That is such a good answer. When did you go vegan?
Since I was born, I've been vegan.
Wow, your whole life, that is not always the answer you get. You are well versed. You're like, this is your state fair. Like you said, like, this is your place to be.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah. But this place, I can come here and it's just so fun.
I'm Scott Schreiber. I'm at VegFest because, again, this is the place where we can walk around and just everything. These are our people, so it's cool to hang out with everyone. I'll give you my little story. So my father passed away when he was 57 years old, massive heart attack, just dropped dead. It's been about 15 years now, but after that I had to clean up my own act and figure out what to do. And as I was doing my research, it was like, oh my gosh, like plant-based diet's like 25% less risk. I'm like, that's huge. So we started moving in that direction, and here we are. I've been vegan for, gosh, over 15 years now.
Yeah, my name is Leah. This is our first year in Minneapolis, and we used to live in D.C. And since COVID, we hadn't been to the D.C. VegFest, so I was really excited to come here. Been vegan more than 15 years. Whole family, kids vegan. My kid is really excited when he's over at the bounce house, but really excited to see all the cupcakes and stuff he can eat. I was raised vegetarian, and I think at some point, every time I ate dairy, I was just guilty, and it's so nice. I don't have that anymore. I love the way I eat.
My name is Patrick Brown. I'm just at VegFest to connect with other vegans. I'm a 5-year vegan, so want to support local business and have a chance to chat with some people, maybe meet some new acquaintances.
What made you go vegan 5 years ago?
I found out about the horrific things in the animal ag industry, saw the truth. That was several years ago, so I spent time as a vegetarian, had to learn more, and then I realized, I really ought to be vegan. And it was a bonus for me, just the fact that I got healthier too. So it worked out great for me.
I'm Amy Hansen. I brought my 2 little kids, my 2-year-old and my 15-month-old. We're all vegan, so we just came to enjoy and have fun. I've been vegetarian since I was 13 years old, first against factory farming, but then read all the other reasons like ecology. And then I thought it would be too hard to become vegan, but my sister became a vegan and she made lots of good plant-based cheese, and I was like, oh, this isn't so hard. So I switched. Now I'm vegan, my kids are vegan, my sister, her husband are vegan, their 8-year-old is vegan, and my parents, who also became vegan, and they argued with me when I became a vegetarian when I was 13. Now they're vegan. So
interviewing you.
No. They know why I'm here. I talk about it all the time.
No, there's no way. Okay, hi, hey, you seem really awesome, and I just want to get to know you deeper. So, like, why are you here? What brought you here?
I'm here because I have a booth and I am interviewing people like you to hear about why they are at VegFest, so other people that listen to the podcast can know all the myriad of reasons people show up to an event like this.
That's awesome, yeah. It's nice to get, like, different perspectives. I'm here because I think veganism is a right. I think it's a necessity. I think it's the only way that we're going to survive as a species, as a planet, inhabitors. I think it's just important. I feel like everyone deserves to be vegan. It's safer, it's healthier, everyone benefits from it. I think it's just the right thing to do. Yeah, for me, it's a moral obligation. I've been vegan 10 years now, so it's just like the back of my hand.
Amazing.
Yeah.
My name is Jet, and I am here with Edible Boulevards, Minneapolis Edible Boulevards, and we're looking to get different businesses and vendors into our plant-based directory so that we can try and spread all these different wonderful vendors that are plant-based that people might not know about all over the Twin Cities, primarily Minneapolis, where we're from. I am a pescatarian and I do local honey, but I've been primarily plant-based. I'm 17 now since I was 10 years old.
My name is Jordan, online Vegan Jordan 1 on Instagram, and what brings me to VegFest? I just love meeting fellow vegans. I love meeting like-minded people, and yeah, if you're not vegan already, go vegan.
How long have you been vegan, Jordan?
A little over 3 years now.
What made you go vegan in the beginning?
The animals, overnight, about the animals. There's no excuse for animal abuse, and once you know the truth, you can never go back.
Lucy, and I'm here for VegFest because I'm here to support animals and vegetarian veganism because I really love animals and I don't want to see them get hurt or in factories.
And how long have you been vegan?
4 years now. I really love animals a lot, and seeing animals get hurt and just be made just to be eaten, like destined to die, that's just really sad, and I don't like that.
Hi, I'm David Smith, and I'm coordinating the pay-per-view, which is giving people $1 to hopefully inspire them to be more compassionate and choose a plant-based lifestyle. I've been plant-based about 35 years.
Wow, and what was that impetus in the beginning?
My compassion for animals, very sensitive, and I didn't want to contribute to the suffering in the world. When I was first vegan or plant-based, I didn't see dairy, free milk, the almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk, rice milk. There's so many options out there for choosing a more compassionate lifestyle.
My name is Karen, and I am here to anything to promote plant-based and get the word out there that it can be done and it's not that hard.
How long have you been plant-based or vegan?
That is actually tough because I don't have a set date. It was a gradual kind of, but I would say fully 2.5 years, 3. Yeah, but it's been probably a 6-year progression. Yeah.
I think that's pretty common, right? We start to see those dominoes.
For me, it was just because it started off more of health issues, and I'm just like, yeah, I can cut it. I'll just not do meat once or twice a week and see what I can do, and then I just didn't need it. I just didn't need it anymore.
Wait a second here.
Yeah, I didn't even desire it, really. Yeah.
I'm Brooke. It's my first year at VegFest, but I've lived in the Twin Cities for a few years. I've just been missing it every year accidentally. It's going really well. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I was walking down there, and this kid comes up to me and asks if I want to volunteer at this booth. And I'm like, sure, yeah. And so I'm getting signatures now. Totally fun.
Are you?
Yeah, I've been vegan for 6 years since I was 14. I went vegetarian to impress a girl I liked that was vegan, and then it didn't work. And then 6 months later, I just stumbled upon articles about dairy production, and then I just couldn't do it anymore.
That's pretty wild at 14. Did you feel a little isolated having those thoughts at 14?
Definitely, yeah. I didn't really know how to handle bullying or criticism in the beginning, so it was pretty tough freshman year, but I learned pretty quickly. And it's been a struggle because I was Mormon before when I first went vegan, and then I stopped being Mormon. But yeah, it's been a journey, but I'm really grateful to have this experience.
What would you say to other young people who are maybe struggling with that?
Just know it gets better and that you will find people that understand you and get you. I didn't have any vegan friends for years, and then I moved to a city, and my girlfriend's vegan, and I have multiple friends that are vegan, and it's just really nice to have that community.
My name is Coley Shaw, and I'm at VegFest because I live in the suburbs, and I don't meet as many vegans as I'd like to. So I come to VegFest every year to feel like we're doing it, y'all. We're caring, and we're growing and thriving, and it's just a really lovely space to be with so many people.
Yeah, I also come here for that reason too. Just being okay, we're together here. How long have you been vegan?
About 8.5 years. Yeah, so was vegetarian for 2 years, and I was like, this is great, and then learned more, and I was like, oh, I can do more, and I can feel better, and yeah, so it's been great. Originally, it was because of animal cruelty, and then it was for the environment, and as I learned more, it's also for health. And now I think I don't understand why it's unfortunate that it took so long for me to realize that there is a different way to exist in our world that is good for everything.
I'm Jesse Vavrick, and we are here for the first time as a vendor on the greatest day of the year.
Can you tell me about what you're doing?
Yeah, so we are here to get a law passed in Minnesota that would require schools to provide at least one plant-based option to any kid who wants one.
Beautiful. And are there other states doing that?
We are basing our law on Illinois, which already passed a couple years ago.
How long have you been vegan?
I've been vegan for 12 years.
So you've seen some change.
A lot of change, a lot more options now, and it's a lot more accessible. That's why we feel it's important to get some of those options in the schools, much more nutritious.
How has it been raising vegan kids in a non-vegan world?
It's difficult, but they are actually handling it a lot better than we are, probably, right? They are all in. They are supportive of the message and the ethics, and they love it.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you. It's been fun sharing the table all day, too.
If you're hearing this message, you've listened to the entire episode of Consciously Clueless, And for that, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, tag me when you share on social media, or share this episode with others who may be interested in the topic. Any sharing truly means the world to me. Join the community at patreon.com/consciouslycarly for bonus podcast content like smoke sessions with Consciously Cannabis guests, video versions of solo episodes, monthly live calls, one-to-one support, more lifestyle content, mindfulness resources, and more. Until next time, stay consciously clueless.